Hello, I'm Claudia Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read. This time it's for singles for Valentine's Day. So what do you need to know, singles, around this Valentine's Day in your love story? Let's find out. I've made 3 readings here. The crystal, the flower, and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive, an extended reading. So if you find that it is your story or could be a story, you might want to get that. In that deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. Let's move you forward on this love path of yours. And also guidance for you in your next relationship. Let's find out all about that and how this might all play out, along with possible timelines for that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, you'll see a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well, where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. And so all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the citrine wand? Very phallic, huh? The crystal, or the flower, or the shell? Very different this time around. Take your pick right now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. It really helps my channel out, and I love hearing from you guys. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I make 3 of these pick a card reads a week. I make a daily energy update for the collective, and I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in. To find that, click on the Be Healing thing down there to get on my YouTube channel page. You'll see the next show laying in wait there, so you can find out what time it is in your time zone. Click on set a reminder and come along, because I give mini reads in there for donations. Would love to see you in there. And so there you go. Choose now. I will see you in your reading. Enjoy it and have a great Valentine's Day, singles. If you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, crystals, singles, let's find out what you need to know about Valentine's Day. Let's give you a Valentine's reading, not missing singles out this time. And crystals, there's also there will be an extended reading to this reading. So if you find that this is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get that. I'm going to go into more advice for you in the situation you find yourself in, advice for you in a relationship that's coming as well, and how it might all play out along with timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get into it. What do our crystal singles need to know this for Valentine's Day? Bringer of change. There's something needs to change. So you might have a change of heart or a change of mind. You might think, I don't know, if you've been single for a long time, you might think around Valentine's Day. I know it can be a real tricky time, can't it? But it might change your mind, as in you might think, I'm not going to be single next Valentine's Day. I'm going to look for, I'm going to do things differently, or change my approach, or, look for someone in a different place, in a different kind of way, finding a new approach. Anyway, there's change coming about as well, and it feels like it's going to be instigated around this Valentine's Day. We have a very love-oriented year this year in 2022, and so we can be changing our minds about the kind of person that's right for us. There'll be a lot of relationships changing. There'll be relationships endings and new ones beginning as well. So be open to it, crystals. Resilience, but you're going to have to decide on it and then hang on in there as well. So you're going to have to be really focused on what it is that you want, especially if you want a change in your circumstances, your relationship circumstances. You have to be laser focused on that and be resilient, because there's a path to it, right? And so you got to really want it, because there's going to be inner work to do on the way. There's going to be external work to do as well, a change in your approach. So let's get some tarot out for you. Crystals, tell us about crystals, singles, for this Valentine's Day. Those 3. And one more. Okay. So starting out with the 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. This is about focusing on your wishes. What do you really want in a relationship? Not just like meeting someone that you're attracted to and then going with whatever it is that they've got. This is about getting really, really intentional, really focused on what it is that you want in a relationship. And it does exist. There's some binds to be released here, so you feel bound to a certain pattern or a certain type or something like that. 6 of Pentacles, this is about reciprocation. So someone that doesn't have a fear of commitment, someone that doesn't have nothing to give, someone that isn't unwilling to give something in a relationship. This is about finding a reciprocal, not an unrequited love relationship, but a reciprocal one that feels the same way about you and is willing to invest in the relationship as much as you are. And this is about investing in relationships too. Seven of Pentacles, it's about tending, someone being in the long term of it. And it's just really interesting because you've got resilience out here. So this is saying that you've got to tend to that long-term vision kind of thing. Decide what it is that you want, what are your true wishes, and then stay on that path. Don't get knocked off the path. Keep on tending to that seed. Don't get distracted and then not water that plant because you're off busy doing something or someone else. You need to stay resilient and focused on that and actually go for it and say no to everything else that's not that. So 9 of Cups, what are your wishes? What are your wishes in relationships? Singles? For a cycle to change. Yeah, you're wishing for this change. For a change, a bringer of change. Things have to change now. Can't keep on going on as I have done. I don't want those relationships that keep on showing up for me. Something has got to change now. That's what I'm feeling in your energies. The World card is all about a cycle completing and a new cycle starting. So you might just be really over it, you know. Omens. There's omens about that you may be omens that you're ready to start a new cycle here. Or, yeah, just that you're over it, really. Lots of change, and it's a very powerful energetic place to be in this, where we're just like, I've had enough of this. I cannot go on like this. I can't keep on doing this over and over again. Things have to change. When you get to that point of, I've had it with the old, that's what the World card is about. It's like, I've completed, I'm done with that cycle now. I'll do whatever it takes to get out of that cycle and do something different this time. So what has been binding you? 8 of Swords. What has stopped you? Is it those 3? Same card, 8 of Voices, so I won't take that out, I'll take those 3. What has been binding you? Well, some of you have just been hiding away. You just haven't been open at all. So maybe the only people that are getting through are the ones that are persistent, like the ones that are really, tend to be brash, they tend to not have the best, tend to be the ones that shout the loudest, the ones that are brash, the ones that will pursue you even though you're hiding away. A balanced person won't do that. They will recognize your energy. If someone's attuned to your energy and if they're respecting you, when you're in hermit mode, they're not going to come in and like sweep you off your feet kind of thing. They're not going to do that. They're going to respect your energy. Like, oh, she's hiding away at the moment, or he's hiding away at the moment. I'll respect that. Now, the ones that don't respect your energy, they're the ones that are going to come in. So if say you've been hiding away, but maybe once in a while you're going out with your girlfriends for a night out, the ones that actually make a play for you, they're not the ones to go for at all. They could have been the only ones that you're letting in. So you might be felt bound by patterns like that because, you see, it's up to you to decide when to open up, and when you do open up, then you decide who it is that you want to open up to and what circumstances. There's a saying that's something like the cream float to the top, but it's not true. It's the poop that floats to the top. Someone who really loves you, the muse of emotions. Someone who really loves you. 9 of Inspiration is the wounded healer. When we're wounded, we're not even loving ourselves, so we're not even open to someone loving us properly because we're not loving ourselves properly yet. When you're loving yourself properly, and this could be why you've been in the hermit mode here, is to love yourself properly yourself. To heal those wounds so that you can let someone in that truly loves you. Got to do it for ourselves first. I know it's that old cliche, you got to love yourself first, but you do. Like, you really do. So you're showing us with some wounding there. And the hermit mode is a good place to be in, especially if you've been open to the wrong kind of people. But don't think that you're going to get a relationship staying in that hermit mode. You won't. The wrong ones will come in when you're in that mode. It's up to you to decide when you're ready to open up, and then open up in the right way kind of thing. And what's the right way for you? Well, I don't know. For me, it is just doing the things that I love, like my work. I'm not going to meet someone through my work, but I go training. I go Muay Thai training, and I meet people through Muay Thai training. They're my kind of people. I also go out with my friends. dancing and playing pool and stuff like that. I will not meet someone through that. Whoever approaches me through that way, I'm not going to have a relationship with them. I don't want to meet people that are out like that. The people that are out like that are looking for someone like that, aren't my kind of people at all. So, you know, and that's me. That's me. But you might need to come up with your own thing. It's like, get real about it. What are your wishes and where are you going to meet that kind of a person? And then open up in your own way, on your own terms kind of thing. It could be important to you like that to cut out what you know isn't working. I know that someone that is out, going out and partying and that kind of stuff and looking for someone, looking to hook up, is not going to be my kind of person at all. I know that, and I'm really clear on that, and I've got a definite boundary to that. See, old me used to think that maybe I'd meet someone like that. Maybe I'm out, so wouldn't they be out too? But nah. And certainly, even if they were out and they'd be having a good time with their friends, they wouldn't be trying to pick up the right person for me. So we wouldn't get together in that way. So changing your perception. There needs to be a change in your perception. And like, don't let me tell you you're ready to open up yet if you're not. I mean, you might showing up as hermit mode, so it might be right for you to be in that mode right now. Six of Pentacles, someone to reciprocate, someone that actually reciprocates. This is requited love. This is someone that is willing to invest in a relationship, willing to do the work. So, seeking out someone like that. So where can you find someone like that? And when you meet people, how can you tell if they're like that? Well, I'll tell you how you can tell. If you're doing the self-love thing yourself, if you're loving yourself and you're doing great things for yourself and you're looking after yourself, you've got really clear boundaries and all of that, then it gets much more easy to recognize those that are also in that same kind of an energy. They have certain traits and you'll recognize it because they're a match to you. You're doing those same kind of things. Oh, look, there's someone that's taking care of themselves. They're also like turning away. They're laughing and joking or whatever with that person that's hitting on them when they're out, but they're also turning away from that because they've got a head on their shoulders and they know. You know, they'll be doing similar things to you, and that's how you'll be able to tell. And there's certain traits of people that are looking after themselves and that are respecting themselves and that are valuing themselves. And that is, Two of Inspiration, is like seeing those details and then deciding what to take action on or who to take action on. You can tell who's going to be reciprocal, and you can also tell who's not going to be reciprocal as well. And we can fool ourselves when we keep on getting in these unreciprocal relationships that we just didn't see those red flags. But yeah, you can. And likewise, when we get wise to that, we can also see that we were showing red flags as well when we were in that energy too. What's behind this is emotional release and past, present and future. Like I said, when we see it in other people, we'll see it in ourselves, we'll recognize in ourselves as well. And that's a very humbling thing to do, is when we're like, oh yeah, I was dysfunctional, I was showing a lot of red flags way back then when I was in those other patterns too. And when you do that and you have that emotional release and you let yourself off the hook for doing that, because we've been taught by pretty much everyone to do that, then you'll be able to make more definitive choices for yourself, you know. Seven of Pentacles, so then tending to it and then like being this resilient person, the one that tends and waters that and looks after it, stays on that path kind of thing, doesn't back down and cave into anything else. Totally focused on your wishes and yeah, not being sidetracked from that. And it'll be a healing path to it. What's behind this? So in other words, to find someone who wants to invest, you also need to invest in it as well. And to invest in it requires you not just to willy-nilly choose someone or be chosen by someone and then pour all your time into that, even though they're not. It's about investing in yourself first until someone who is actually offering something comes along, and wait for them to offer something tangible to you, for them to step forward and show willing to actually nurture those seeds, to plant the seed in the first place. Let them plant the seed in the first place. Let them make the first move, especially if I'm talking to you as a divine feminine. Let them plant the first seed, let them be the masculine and step up and pursue you and all of that. Unlimited possibilities is behind that. And so there is more out there than you think. There's more fish in the sea than you think. They're just not shouting loudly, and they're not pursuing, and they're not chasing. The divine masculine does not chase, right? They will pursue, yes, but they're not the runners chasers. That is not divine masculine, divine feminine behavior. It's not divine behavior at all. So be careful of buying into that. Tell us more. For our single crystals, Valentine's Day. So this could be the last, if you're pursuing this, if you are making these big changes in your life, this could be the last Valentine's Day where you are single. By the end of the year, you could be with somebody. Your life could be very different next Valentine's Day. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and new possibilities for your life. Isn't that amazing? I'll say that again. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So this is saying stop dwelling on those things that you don't want. Stop thinking about that stuff, of those bad relationships and that person that isn't right for you showing up and that one that's asking you out. Stop thinking about all those ones. Just make it mean nothing, because it does mean nothing, and get focused on what it is that you want, on your wishes here. Don't let them distract you. They're going to ask you out. They're going to try. I get asked out so much by people that I don't want to go out with. So what? Doesn't matter. I'll just say no to them. And old me would have bought into that and gone, why am I attracting these? Well, I will. When you've got a high vibration, you attract all kinds of people. They'll all try. But you don't need to say yes to it, and nor do you need to make it mean something either, that they are asking or that they are trying. You don't need to be chosen by them. You can choose and then be chosen by them. And what I mean by that is the feminine chooses, but she doesn't take action on it. She doesn't pursue them. She just chooses. It's like, okay, yes, this one looks like a good one. I can see that they're healthy. I'm going to wait for them to ask me out. And maybe, get to know them a little bit. Wait for them to ask you out. Wait for them to invest. And if they do invest, then go for it. Slowly. What else can we tell crystals? Single crystals this Valentine's Day. So I'm going to go deeper into all of this guidance for you guys in that deeper dive as well, and then get focused on this relationship that you do wish, and we'll read into that as well in the deeper dive, and how this might all change. Open to change. You guys, you're ready for this to change. You're ready for your love life to change. I can feel it. There's change coming for you guys. So many cards of change here. I love it. What else can we tell? Crystals. Hope. Have hope. Yep, that's the star card as well. So have hope. It is possible. There's more fish in the sea than you think. And that's new in this reading, because I get continually told there's not many people that are at this level kind of thing. There's not that many out there. And that's true too. I mean, if you want a low energy, there's plenty of that available. If you want a high energy, there's not as much available, but this is saying have hope, because there's more possibilities out there than you think for your love life. Chemistry. Someone that you're going to have chemistry with. It's important, right? It's important. Otherwise, it's just a friendship. So that to me is saying, like, you can have it all. Like, you don't need to start choosing with your head instead and go, oh well, it's going to be someone that I'm not attracted to then, and I've just got to choose someone that's like healthy. No. It's going to have it all. It's going to have the chemistry too, and security of your heart. So they're going to take care of your heart as well. You're looking for that. So yeah, you no need to trade stuff here. You can have it all. You don't need to trade the chemistry for someone who's healthy. You wouldn't, would you? I mean, you're not just going to be one thing, like boring and secure. You're going to be yourself. So allow them to be everything too. Someone who is responsive. Someone that's going to respond to you, reciprocate to you. Someone who is independent. Oh yeah, this is good advice. Someone who's independent. So you be independent, they're being independent, and then choosing to be with each other and share that independence with each other. Someone with high self-worth here. Love it. Have we got some guidance for the heart of our crystals, our single crystals this Valentine's Day? Too many. actions speak loudly. So pay attention to what you take action, what you say yes to, what you take action on, and what other people take action on too. If you notice people's actions, what are they doing with their life? Where are they spending their time, their energy? Where are they pouring their love energy, their action, their attention, and all of that? Really notice where people are spending their money, spending their time, spending that heart energy that they've got. And like I said, like a really easy way of looking at it is like the players that are out all the time drinking and stuff like that. Where are they spending their money and their time? Well, they're spending all on the pursuit, really, and it's not the pursuit of love, that's for sure. So pay attention, and if they're doing that, then they're not taking care of themselves. If someone's taking care of themselves, they'll be spending their money and their time on doing different things. So both your actions speak loudly and other people's as well. Really notice. Look at someone like kind of more deeply, what they're about. So there you go. If that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive. And let's get into more guidance here and get focused on the next relationship for you and bringing that one in. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box below as well for that. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of thing, so you do need to get your email address right. Type it in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. Now, that email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and the shell. Click on that crystal on a device where you can open PDFs, and open that PDF, and it will have some information about the reading. It will have a special free gift in there, and then a picture of a video. Click on the picture of a video. If it doesn't take you to a video straight away, just check it on a different device. Just do it on a different device, and it will do. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Have a really good Valentine's Day. Hey? Don't forget to click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. I do 3 Love Pick a Card reads a week. I do a daily energy update for the whole collective. And I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. So if you want a mini read, come along to that show. You can find that by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there, and you will see my next show lined up. So you can click on set a reminder, and you can see when it is in your time zone. So there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. Have a good Valentine's Day. Love yourself through the day. Give yourself a special treat. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, single flowers. Let's do this reading on your Valentine's Day. What do you need to know about Valentine's, about your relationship journey and all of that? Let's move you forward on that. Now, as always, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this, an extended reading that goes with it. In that, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, maybe bringing this relationship that you want in. I'm going to go into your next relationship as well, guidance about that relationship, and also how it might all play out along with timelines for that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get you some cards out and find out, what do single flowers need to know around this Valentine's Day? What do single flowers need to know around this Valentine's Day? Guidance for single flowers. Let's see. Be still a while. Watch and wait and be still a while. Don't rush into anything, especially don't cave into those pangs that we get when we're single on Valentine's Day, where we think everyone else is coupled and they're all getting romance and all of this stuff, and I'm not. I'm the only one who is single. That kind of a feeling can get you to maybe just like hook up with someone and you feel worse about yourself after it because it's not really what you want. So just be still a while and sit with this. It might not be the right timing. You see, like with the astrology, this year it's Valentine's Day. It is when things are happening. We can expect more movement to happen, say, after the 22nd of February. March and April is when movement is going to happen because of the astrology. So, and just because of the energies and what my guides have been saying. So, Valentine's Day can be a date that we say should be romantic, because it's a certain date, but it's not necessarily aligned with the actual energies that we've got going on. And so try not to make it all about this day itself. Unique. Okay, be still a while. There's somebody who is completely right for you, unique to you, uniquely right for you. Someone very specific here, which is interesting, because if you're attracted to the crystal at all, they kind of got the opposite message there, that there's plenty of fish in the sea for them. For you, it's not so. And so it could be that just your person isn't ready yet. And you might be like beating yourself up, like, why not me? Why not me? It's like, well, you've actually got this one person who's like, they're not near you at the moment, or they've got another focus in their life at the moment, or they're just not ready for some reason. You might not be ready for some reason. It's just like not ready yet kind of an energy. So you'll need to be still a while and just kind of wait. But you're not just waiting like this, you're getting on with your life, right? So let's see with the tarot. Ace of Cups. Wow, this is your heart overflowing. So when this does happen for you, when the right love comes in for you, when that timing is right, it's just going to feel incredible. It's going to feel like beyond what you've ever felt before. You know, I've been doing this work now for 22 years. And 22 years ago, I moved to Australia and I set this business up from the UK. And before I left for Australia, I was just about to turn 30. I had a psychic reading by someone else myself. And they said to me, you're going to meet your person in middle age. And middle age was a long way off then. And I thought, no, I can manifest it different. I can do, here I am, age 50, about to turn 51. God damn it, he was right. And I didn't want it to be so, but it is so. And I tell you what, I'm pretty sure that I've met them now. And we're not yet together, but it is better than I ever thought it would be. Ace of Cups, and I feel that this is your path too, Flowers. It's get better, but this, and it's not about all about them getting ready. It is about them getting ready, but it's about you getting ready. I am such a different person than I was back then, and as much as I wished that I could have manifested it back then, I wasn't the person that could have a relationship like I can have right now. You've seen me right now, but like, wow, if you'd have met me years and years ago, or seen my videos, or even look back at my videos and see what I was like then, you'll see that I wasn't even ready, even 5 years ago. So it's about you getting ready so that you can have this incredible relationship. Three of Wands, there's the waiting for the perfect moment, for the perfect way, for that perfect person. And so you might be beating yourself up about that. Your intuition and your guidance, and you might have even had psychic readings that have said this to you. And you're like, no, I should be able to have it now. You might be beating yourself up going, I shouldn't be waiting for the perfect person. There's no such thing as perfection. I'm being too selective. But this reading is saying, no, you're right. It's actually your path to be selective. Mine too. And now, doesn't that suck? Other people don't have that path. Other people, like the crystals, they have a path of many, many, many people. Not me and you, we don't. And we have to wait for that perfect one. And as I said, you're not just waiting doing this and doing nothing with your life. You're getting on with your life because it's you that's getting ready too. I had to shine in many different ways and heal in many different ways and get real comfortable with myself in many ways. Look what you've got. You've got an incredible connection coming, hey? Like really. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. Unique. Three of Wands waiting for that perfect wave, especially from this deck because it is waiting for the perfect one to come along. What else? It's going to be an incredible love offer that comes along. Choices. Choices could seem confusing. Because you don't have the option. This is the thing. Is like the one that you're waiting for isn't an option that's on the table at the moment. So your choices at the moment will be really confusing because you don't appear to have the right choice in front of you because you don't have the right choice in front of you yet. It feels to me like you have to become that person that can have those choices in front of you. It's not about changing yourself. It's about becoming more of your potential, becoming more of yourself, and maybe healing yourself. Ace of Cups. Tell us about the Ace of Cups. The Three of Emotions. Now this is about friends, and it's about getting together, and it's about reunions and stuff like that. It's not a reunion for you. You haven't met your person yet. Three of Emotions is about having good times with friends, that kind of thing. Feeling really good. Yes, when you meet the one, they're going to feel really good to you. But you tell you what, you're going to be feeling really good before you meet them. You're going to be like really happy, the happiest you've ever been by yourself and single in your life. Having really good times with your friends and stuff like that. You're going to be really happy. Things are going to be going really well for you in your life. When they come in, when they actually enter in your life. It's not a reunion. It's a reunion of souls. Yes, it wouldn't surprise me if we get that card out now. Reunion of souls. So someone you've had past lives with, for sure, this uniqueness. You've got someone lined up with you, for you, that you've had past lives with, but you haven't met them yet. It's not a reunion of souls for you, flowers. You might think that it is. You might think, but I'm sure I've met them. They're just not in. I'm hearing clearly you haven't met them yet, you flowers. Tickle. Transformation. There's a transformation that's required from both of you first. Not recognizable yet to each other. You wouldn't recognize each other yet. You can't come together yet and meet yet because you wouldn't recognize each other yet. In other words, you're not enough in your energies. You don't have to be perfect and become 100% in the energies of your potential before you meet, but you need to be recognizable to each other. And so it feels like self-esteem, self-worth kind of thing to me, but we'll get into that in the deeper dive. Maybe a little bit more in this reading. I've got a tickly eyebrow. Three of Wands. So you're waiting for the perfect way. Tell us more about this. Three of Wands energy. Nine of Emotions. Well, getting clear on what your wishes are. So it's a wish fulfillment, the Nine of Emotions. Everything that you want in a relationship, you're not clear on that yet. And you're not clear on all of your wishes. How can I put this? When you're clear on what your wishes are in your life and what it is that you want, you'll be getting on with those, getting them for yourself. That's what you're waiting for. Now, I know from my own journey, I met my person once, only once. I was really on path with my business. I've had the business a long time, but I was only really on path with it, getting really abundant and everything, and feeling really happy and doing it my way in the last few years. Especially my health and my sporty things and the things that I really love, and doing that and being the best person that I can be. Like, in other words, stepping into my divinity kind of thing of being the best person for me. It's this, making my wishes come true and all of that. Now, there's some things that I didn't want to do outside of a relationship. So there's certain things, like certain wishes that I had that I was just like, no, I don't want to do this thing by myself. That is definitely something I want to do with a partner. So things like that, for me, I want to build a house. I want to buy some land and build a house. I'm not doing that by myself. I'm going to do that with a partner. That can wait, right? That can wait until I'm with my partner. For some of you, it might be having a child. You don't want to get on with stuff like that by yourself, right? That's an important one that you want to, most people want to do that with a partner. There are some things like you want to leave out, but the majority of things you can do by yourself, right? And it feels to me like that's what you're waiting for, is to get on with your wishes and get to this really happy place yourself. Self-love's got to come first, and it's not that you can't have a relationship before then, but I think you're more likely to be similar to my path of mostly being single along the way, not any massively significant relationships for you guys along that way. Grounding your energy, but otherwise you're picking up a lot of baggage that you don't need to. Because if you think that I can search and I'll find that one now, this is saying you're not going to find that one now. There's a wait to be had first. So grounding your own energy, grounding your wishes into your life right now, grinding them in. Two of Cups. There's a significant love offer coming for you, and you're not going to be questioning. It's like, I wonder if this is the right one. Oh no, you're going to know. You're going to know 100%. You're going to be all in. It's going to be a hell yes for you. It's going to be a hell yes for them. You're going to recognize each other as what it is. And I'm hearing that message. You're not recognizable to each other at the moment. You might even be around each other, but not recognizable to each other. It's only when you both start shining a lot more. They're going to be similar. in similar energies. When you both start shining a lot more in your true selves, that you'll be really switched on to each other. It's like, it's them, I know it's them. Queen of Materials. So it's very important to get on this success path and your abundance and all of that before that happens. It's going to be when you're successful. So it's waiting on you stepping into that energy. Same with me. But it wasn't about the success. It was about, once I got to a certain energy of knowing, of self-love, of knowing that I deserved it, knowing that I was worth it, and then I started pursuing those things to fill my life up. It was more about my energy, ready for abundance and ready for the relationship. It wasn't, I needed to get the abundance first for the relationship. It was, once I was really loving myself in that way, then it was that and that and that and that, you know, letting it all in, because it's all the same energy. Love, abundance, it's all the same energy. It's source energy. Once you know you're lovable, you're worthy. Oh no, it's the Carter season again. Once you know you're lovable, you'll start letting it all in. What's behind this? Healing energy. So there's things to be healed first in yourself in order to get to that success point. So if you're pursuing success, it's going to be way easier for you to be on that track than pursuing love. Because pursuing love, you're trying to find the right person, and that's not going to happen yet. But pursuing success is going to have you on that healing path. It's like entrepreneurship is a great path, because you have to do that healing work. You have to do the inner work, because it's all about you, your abundance, and paying the bills relies on it. So pursue your success or abundance first, because that is going to bring up those things that you need to heal first. We'll give you a head start on that in the deeper dive as well. 7 of choices. You've got confusion choices to make at the moment. You want to leap into it. Knight of Voices, Knight of Swords. But you can't. The choice isn't on the table at the moment. So just make your choices for you right now, rather than based on relationship. Yeah. Rushy kind of an energy. Don't rush into it, because you're wasting your time. You'll be wasting your time on relationships at the moment, unfortunately. It's probably not what you want to hear. Reunion of Souls. You've got a specific person to be with, you guys. You've got a specific person to be with. Soul contract kind of thing. And you're not ready for it yet. Tell us more. Tell us more for flowers. My beloved. Wow, yes, you do. You have someone very specific. Though we may be physically apart, you haven't come together yet. Spiritually, we're always united. Married is what I heard. Spiritually, we're always married. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. They're already with you. You've got someone destined for you. Any pursuit of them isn't going to work. You need to pursue yourself. And then they're going to be brought in. The universe is on your side to bring you guys together in this kind of a union. Could be twin flame kind of a union. Once you're ready for each other, it will bring them in. The universe will bring them in. And the universe will make sure that you get together as well. You're not going to have to pursue it yourself. Just getting this message over and over again, that if you keep on pursuing a relationship, it's not going to work, because you're spending your energy, wasting your energy in a way. You could be using that energy on trying to get success and you know, and get things in your life and pursue all those interests and hobbies and stuff like that you want to pursue. That is your best way to this. You're already together in the 5D. This person is already earmarked for you, the destined. You've got a fated connection here, and it's going to be incredible, like incredible. You're not going to miss it. So trying to choose among muggles at the moment, you're just taking on more baggage by doing that and by pursuing it. No need to do it. And so that means, by all means, have relationships with those muggles, but don't try and make it into something more than it is. Trust the universe on this. That message I was getting, trust the universe. The universe is going to bring you guys together at the right time. Trust it on that. Get on with the other things in your life. Tell us more for flowers. Wow, how very interesting a reading. I wish I'd have had this reading years ago. I probably wouldn't have listened to it though. I was sure that I could manifest it, hey? Taurus, so stubborn. Just when he said that, I'm like, watch me, I'll manifest it. Nah, I didn't. It's all about self-love, of course it is. It's all about loving yourself first. Always is. For everybody. In that deeper dive, we'll go into how this might all play out as well, along with timelines and that, because let's find a timeline for you in this. Tell us more. Support. Someone to support you. Someone that will be very supportive of you now. I'm getting creativity from this. Could be creating something together. Just because I saw the like paint coming out there. There's going to be differences between you there. Like night and day kind of thing. Someone that really enriches your life there and supports you. There's going to be some fundamental differences between you that might surprise you, but mostly on the inside, you're going to be very similar. The core beliefs and stuff like that are going to be very similar. You're going to be very afraid of rejection as well when you first meet them. So you're not going to be 100% ready when you meet them. Very afraid of being rejected by them. So they're going to feel a little bit out of your league when you first set eyes on them. It's going to be a hell yes from you, but and you're going to want, I mean, there's going to be no one else. Once you meet this person, there's going to be no one else. You couldn't even lay an eye on someone else. But you're going to be so scared that they're going to reject you. So it's so in other words, you can't meet this person if you're in any kind of self-doubt at all, because even when you're at the top of your game in your highest self-esteem than you've ever been in and loving and respecting yourself, they're still going to make you feel wobbly. Lack of self-worth, there it is. You need to raise your self-worth, which is why you need to go for the success first. Going for success first is the easiest way to raise your self-worth, to bring up those things that are holding you back from self-worth. You've got some healing to do first, because you're trying to fit where you don't fit right now, which doesn't surprise me, because this reading is saying that you've got one person that's earmarked for you, and so you've got a trickier path than anyone. It should be easier, right? But it's not. It's easy for that. Oh, maybe not. I was going to say it's easy for those that have got many that they can choose from, but maybe not. Swings and roundabouts, it always is. No one has an easier path, really. It's just got different complications on it, right? Complications. So what does your heart need to know? You need to love who you are. It's a self-love. You need to love who you are and pursue those things that you want in your life and set yourself free. You're divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. When you're single, right now, go for those things right now. Don't wait to have it in a relationship. The relationship is going to come after that. Once you've found that, once you're shining is when that relationship is going to come on. Wow, so be still a while and do not pursue this one yet. How interesting. So if that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive, some guidance in this. Guidance for what you're going through right now. The situation you're in right now. Let's get you ready for this. Let's get you on that fast track to it. Not that we can speed things up. I found that out myself. And let's find out about this relationship, this one that is for you. Let's get some guidance on that relationship. And also how it might all play out as well, along with timelines for that. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because you're not going to receive it if you don't put it in right. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on your device where you can open PDFs. Now, in that PDF, you'll see some information about the reading. You'll see a special free gift, and you will see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of a video. If it doesn't take you to a video right away, then just do it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. I get back to pretty much all of you, and it helps my channel out. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I do 3 of these love picker card reads a week. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show as well, which I'd love to see you in, so come along sometime and I'll give you a mini reading there. You can find that by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there to get on my channel first page, and then you'll see the next show lying in wait, so you can see when it is in your time zone, and you can click on a set a reminder button on there. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, then this one's for you, shells, single shells. What do you need to know this Valentine's Day about your relationship path and your relationship journey? Single again on Valentine's Day, hey? Me too. Maybe. I don't know. I'm filming this in advance, so you're probably watching it in advance as well. Anything could happen between here and then. If this sounds like it is your story, it could be your story, I'm making a deeper dive, an extended reading to go with this. In that deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Let's move you ahead on this path, this relationship journey, and who your person is ahead of you. Let's find out about that relationship too, and how this might all play out, along with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link in the description box and in the comments below. So, what's the story with shells? Hope. Okay, have hope that there's something better for you in the future, especially around Valentine's Day, you know, because it can be really tricky, can't it? To be single and all your couple friends, they're doing things on Valentine's Day and they're all getting this romance, and we can feel like so left out of it. So do something nice for yourself, but have hope as well. Keep that hope alive. Don't fall into a pit of despair. Flow, unconditional love, nice. And warrior, whoa, okay. So keep the hope alive. Don't fall into despair around this as best you can. Flow with it, flow with it. So you need to go with the flow. Everyone's path's different, and Valentine's Day is just like an arbitrary date, really. It's not really with the flow of the energies. Otherwise, if it was really like, you know, astrologers and psychics getting together going, which day should Valentine's Day be on? What's like the most romantic day of the year this time with the astrology? We wouldn't pick the 14th of February. Maybe once in a while it would be. But we need to go with the flow of the energies. Now, from what I know from the readings that I do the dailies in advance and all of that. Not necessarily Valentine's Day that's going to be the romantic one. Probably the day before a little bit more so. But I'm thinking things are more likely to get moving. 22nd of February and through March, April, things are more likely to get moving then. So go with the flow rather than pinning your feelings and your disappointments and your hopes based on a Hallmark card celebration day. I know, easier said than done. But you've got warrior and unconditional love here, which is giving me a Martian kind of an energy. A divine masculine, a warrior, one who is in their warrior energy, stands up for things, and very strong masculine presence here that can also unconditionally love as well. So it's going to love you as you are already, not going to ask you to change at all. I feel like you might have this coming, so you need to keep that hope alive here. Let's find out more. I wonder if you already met this character. Charles, tell us more. One more? There you have it. Okay, so you're starting out with the Knight of Cups. I love over here. Some of you could be getting a Valentine's. This is a very Valentine-y kind of card too, look. He's got the Valentine's card there. He's got the cup. He's got the bottle of wine or champagne, is it? He's got the roses. Very Valentine-y kind of a card here. You might be getting an offer here. You might be getting asked out on a date, which surprises me because I'm talking to singles here. I'm not. I'll see. I'll see with the clarifiers, but right now I'm not getting the best energy from that. So it might be a make-do kind of a thing. A date for the sake of going out on a date rather than the right one for you. We'll see. King of Swords, this is about getting clarity. Yeah, it could be. You guys, you could be the ones that are going on a date just because it's Valentine's Day kind of thing. A little bit desperation kind of an energy. But it's going to give you clarity. That's a good thing, maybe on what you don't want. Queen of Cups, very open and loving. Be careful of that, because you might just be willing to unconditionally love others, rather than choosing who's right for you, like who's easy for you to love kind of thing. You can love unconditionally because it comes easy to you, because they're right for you, you know, and because they're loving you too, because there's a balance there. And Judgment here, so this is about you making decisions for yourself, getting more clarity in that. So this Knight of Cups, it feels like a desperate measure to me. That kind of, you know, that energy of with your best friend or something from school, you say, hey, if we're not married by the age of 40, then we'll get married. It's that kind of a desperate, it's kind of sweet, but it kind of isn't, you know, it's like, no. Knight of Cups, Four of Emotions, yeah, it's like, it's a nah. It's a nah. Well, you go on the date. If someone asks you out, go on the date. No, I'm not picking up that this is the one for you. Four of Emotions, it can be a kind of a longing kind of an energy. It can be a settling kind of an energy as well. New day. New day is behind that energy. So clutching at straws is what I've got here. Like, you might want to do that. It's going to give you clarity. You might not want to do it as well and go, you know what, just because it's Valentine's Day doesn't mean that I need to do that. Totally up to you. Totally your call here. But it just seemed like you're going to get some kind of a love offer in here, even if that's a booty call by someone else who is feeling in a desperate state or something like that, or an actual ask on a date just because it's Hearts and Flowers Day, so why not? You know, the restaurants have got good menus on, haven't they? So let's, like, you know, go and get a heart-shaped pizza. You might want to, but I would keep it light. I think there's something new coming for you here. I think it could be a lot of clarity. It could be quite disappointing for you. Don't pin your hopes on it. Don't get overly romantic about this today. King of Swords, gaining great clarity on it. Page of Emotions. Yeah, is that new day energy as well. Like, it's got to get better from here kind of thing. Page of Emotions is kind of like a novice kind of an energy. It's being open-hearted again, like a teenager, open-hearted like a teenager, of like hopes and dreams and wishes and like, I want to be an astronaut kind of thing. That kind of an energy. I want, you know, that an incredible relationship. Those pipe dreams that we have in a way, but you can't have that. This is getting back to that. For some of you, you could be going out on a date with like childhood friend or something like that, a make do kind of thing, but it could give you great clarity on remember when we were young and we had all of these hopes and dreams. Oh, that's what it is, hopes and dreams. Yeah, hopes and dreams. Yeah, you need to get back to your open-hearted self, you know, the one before all that baggage that you picked up along the way. Around this Valentine's Day, it really could be getting you into that energy. So now I've changed my mind about the Knight of Cups. I've got a good feeling about him now. It could be someone that's younger than you, or it could be someone that you know from the past that you've got a strong friendship with. It could be someone that reminds you of your hopes and dreams that you had and gets you back into that Page of Emotions state again, with that open-hearted, optimistic about your life. Optimistic, yeah. Movement into balance anyway. So it's going to give you clarity, hopefully get you back into that energy of being open-hearted again and move you back into balance again. So you guys, you've been hardened, Shells. You've been hardened. Oh, Shells, hard on the outside. Soft on the inside. You're still soft on the inside. Open that shell up. Like the Queen of Cups, she opens up like a shell. She's even doing it here. Imagine her as a mollusk. She's opened her hands like that, revealing her soft underbelly, the oyster that's inside of her there. Makes you vulnerable when you do that. This one was vulnerable. I ate this one. I got a packet of these. All with the shells there, and I ate them. Ooh, Queen of Cups and the Emperor. So, how interesting. So you guys have kind of become hardened because of your experiences, but the Emperor, this is the Divine Masculine, is going to be attracted to your soft underbelly when you opened up. It's not going to be when you're closed tight shells like this, stuck to a rock, closed tight so they can't even pry you open. It's going to be when you're open, wide open like this, flowing around, open, vulnerable, yes. That's when this strong, this one that loves you unconditionally, this warrior, this Mars energy, the Divine Masculine energy, is going to come in. It's like, ooh, shells open. And not to take advantage of you, but to love you properly. What's behind this? Inner journey. So the inner journey could be happening, the inner journey to opening you up again to the realization that you've become kind of tough-skinned, closed down, could be happening around this Valentine's Day through this Knight of Cups. Probably has something to do with it, maybe in a bad way, maybe in a good way. In other words, it could be a shocking date where you're just like, hell no, and that wakes you up from it, going, I need to open back up again and get back to this wide-eyed, optimistic hopes and dreams, kind of a open heart, soft underbelly, open up, and then someone, but be the Queen of Swords too, like, don't just let anyone in then to abuse you. So then be discerning, yes, judgment, then be discerning as to who you let in, because you don't want to get trapped, right? You don't want someone to eat you. Shells is becoming a bit literal with you guys now. Okay, so then you need to become discerning because you don't want to fall in the same traps as you did before. So in other words, once you're open and vulnerable, then you don't like let a narcissist in, because that would just be terrible. You don't want to open up for those types. So the reason you've become hardened is because of those kind of types. Now it's for you to open up, but be super discerning, like the Queen of Swords, and don't let those types in again. What's behind that is self-love. So love yourself enough to say no to those that want to take advantage of you and all of that. And you can see those red flags, by the way. You can. Wow, how interesting. So let's find out more. What else can we tell shells? Look at these two. Friendship. This is what it feels like to me. You guys going out on a date with a friend. Are you thinking, well, maybe love could come through this friend? This one, Knight of Cups, they're asking you out, going, hey, neither of us have got someone, should we go out on a date? I don't feel like you're going to get love. Well, yeah, love through this friend. Friendship kind of a love. Platonic kind of a love. And certainly keys to this puzzle that you've got. But if it's not a date, then get together with a friend, maybe of the sex that you're attracted to. They could give you some clues this time, hey. Friendship anyway. This isn't that a friendship is going to turn into more. And yes, more relationships do have a very key component of friendship in them. It's very important to have that. You used to be friends, you used to be like best mates with the person that you're in love with, for sure. But this is more about your journey to it, your journey to that love from where you're at right now. And friends can kind of lead you to, friends know you really well, right? And will lead you to getting back to that energy, moving into balance so that you can be who you really are again. But the unwounded you know? The unhardened you. Breathe through the tension. Oh, can be tense. Well, the tension, no, it's the tension in your life. It's how tense you've become, the hardened shell thing. Breathe through the tension, soften up, open up, soften up, open up. Okay. Tell us more. Tell us more for shells. Right. Tell us more for shells. Yep. You're going to have patience with this journey to true love, because there are changes that you need to make in yourself. Well, not really changes that you need to make in yourself, just things to let go of that you've picked up along the way, cleaning off those barnacles kind of thing, to get back to yourself. Could be confusing. The path to it could be confusing, of why you've got to have patience. Why can't you just have it now? Oh, you'll know. You'll be able to see in retrospect when you do get it, but you're very much in a transition, shifty kind of phase at the moment to getting ready, getting open again for the right relationship to come in for you. It's very good. This Emperor being here is a very good omen, because it feels like you've got a divine masculine there. Fear inadequacy. Is this how you're feeling at the moment? Inadequate, not ready, inadequate, or you just don't see what you're doing wrong and why it's not happening. It could be that kind of an energy. It's because of the bad choices, right? Bad choices. Yes, this is where you've got to have really good judgment now. So you've made bad choices and then you've been wounded as a result of it. And then you think that's your lot. But look at this. 5-5. This one is 45. So we've got 4. 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5 is about great change. So this can change. You don't need to keep on making those bad choices. And we can just go, oh, well, I chose wrong then, didn't I? You know, you can just be okay about that. It's not on you, those exes that did that thing. It's just tell yourself, well, I chose badly. I'm going to choose better next time. It's okay. It's not that you're inadequate, but you need to get wise to how you let those people in the first place, right? How do you let those red flags get past you? How willing you were to see beyond, see past those red flags instead of paying close attention to them. Neediness. Is it because you're needy for love? Have you been needy for love, so you've been putting up all kinds of crap? It could be that. Or you could have had needy people around you as well, sucking up on your energy kind of thing. Okay, so we'll get into your guidance for moving you forward on this path and to opening up in that deeper dive. Hang around for that. Let's get some messages for your heart first though. Oh, you got 3. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So some of you have been focused on other things in your life, and it's time to get focused on love again now. The love in your heart, opening up your heart and all of that. Feeling love within yourself, for yourself, but also for other people too. You've become hardened, haven't you? You've become cynical, I can feel it. Time to open back up to love again and slow down. You don't need to get it right now. Pause and allow things to unfold. Flow with it. You need to change your energy first to have that hope, the hope alive, and then flow with that path. Slow down. Don't try and, because if you're in fear, then it's like, well, I'll open up for a short window and the one better come in while I snap it open and then snap it shut again. That is a place of fear, right? And that's not going to work out like that. Physical touch. So there could be something to heal here about physical touch. You might want to get massage and things like that, because it could trigger you into some healing. Some of you might have had some kind of physical abuse in relationships, maybe sexual abuse in relationships that needs to be healed now. So do that with a therapist. But if you're not sure about that, things like massage, if you've got an aversion to massage and people touching you, that could be a path through to you embracing that or overcoming those things or finding out what those things are. It's just for some of you that. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. That sounds like it is your story. It could be a story. You might want to get that deeper dive, that extended reading. As I said, I'm going to go into guidance for you, situation you find yourself in right now. So let's help you. Let's give you the guidance there to open up. More help in that. What relationship is ahead of you? Let's tell you all about that relationship. One that's good for you. You might have some more before you won. With this kind of an energy, but we'll see. And how this might all play out as well with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. Just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch thing, so you do need to get your email address right. So you need to type that in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, there'll be a link to the crystal, to the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device where you can open PDFs. You will see some information about the reading. You will see a special free gift, and then you'll see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of the video. If it doesn't take you to a video, try it on a different device and it will take you to a video, and then you can watch it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Love hearing from you guys. I pretty much get back to everybody as well that comments on my videos. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. I do a daily energy update for the collective as well, every single day of the year. And I go live 3 times a week as well in my Psychic Cafe show. You can find that by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there to get on my YouTube channel, the first page. You'll see the next show lying in wait, so you can find out what time it is in your time zone, and you can click on set a reminder in there so you can come along and get a mini read from me. So there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, thank you again for watching. Have a really good Valentine's Day. Do something really nice for you. If you're going out on a date with this friend, then enjoy that and pay close attention because you're going to get some details from it. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly.